aux input model, the radio model. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
All right. All right. Yeah. You got to have an ace in the hole. A little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we'll all play. Need to say something for a rainy day. You've got to learn to play your cards right. If you expect to win in life, don't put it all on the line for just one roll. You've got to have an ace in the hole. Get headed down a one-way street, and you're not sure it's the way you want to go. Money or love or all the above, have a little more than what you show. When life feels out of surprise, have a few surprises of your own. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, you've got to have an ace in the hole. You've got to have an ace in the hole. A little secret that nobody knows. Life is a gamble, a game we all play. Need to say something for a rainy day. When life feels out your car. I missed the words. Don't put it on. Yeah, karaoke. It's been 4 months. 4 months since I hosted the karaoke show. And this is Friday the 13th, August Friday the 13th. And I'm going to be over at Ashford Pub with a friend of mine, Nelson, at his first night to host karaoke there. That was one of my last gigs. I still love karaoke. It was one of the best 18 years of my life that I spent working in a bar every night. Over 4,000 nights in a bar, probably 3,000 of those I changed lifestyle where my bedtime was 4 in the morning up till when the sun came up. And I slept till noon every day. And I believe it was April the 21st, I just couldn't do it anymore because of problems with my eyes. As you can see, my eyes are just fine. As long as I don't work in a bar, I seem to not have the eye problem. And so I guess I'm gone from karaoke for good. Not for good as far as singing and seeing my friends. What I miss most of karaoke is all the wonderful friends I made over the years. And this eBay store, that's what this video is all about, is to introduce what I've been doing in the eBay store. This eBay store now has 125 likes from friends. They're mostly karaoke friends. And so what this video is to do is kind of introduce you to the eBay store. I'm not new to eBay either. Years ago, 25 years ago, Margaret had breast cancer, and we had a flower shop. And when we closed the flower shop, eBay was a new game in town, and it was kind of billed as a online garage sale. Well, in fact, that's what it is. And in 25 years, it's changed a lot. And one of the reasons I'm making this video is the way I kind of got up to speed to what's current on eBay today is on YouTube, there's there's an eBay category. And I started watching the YouTube videos, and I started wondering, why do people make these videos for YouTube? Well, I got an answer. It's another source of income. Today, there's a lot of people making a ton of money on YouTube videos. Don't know whether that'll work for me or not, but I'm going to try it. I'll try a lot of things. My background is I'm a sales guy. I started in high school. I sold Polaroid cameras in high school to people that had never seen a Polaroid camera. And as soon as I was old enough to be an adult, my first adult job was selling copy machines to people that never saw a copy machine. And throughout my life, I sold basically office technology, word processing systems, 10-key calculators, many items. One time I counted, I'd been involved in over 45 different businesses with new products to the business community. It's just, I was hooked on it. Actually, karaoke and back to eBay, karaoke. When I started karaoke, I bought my first karaoke library off of eBay. And so I've been in on eBay off and on for a long time. The item got me hooked on eBay is a little turtle. This little turtle, this is one, still have one left. When we closed out our flower shop, there was Harwin here in Houston. You know, Houston, Texas is a great place to live. They got everything here. And there was an area over on Harwin, they call it. Those in Houston are familiar with Harwin. Went over there and bought those little turtles for 50 cents. Put them on eBay, and by golly, we sold 300 of them at $3 a piece. That was 25 years ago. So ever since then, I've bought and sold on eBay off and on. But the title of this video, or my videos, YouTube videos, will be, Downsize and Retire with eBay. And when I quit doing karaoke on the 19th, I really had no plan. I just knew I couldn't do it anymore. And, I've learned to trust God for what happens in my life, and so I prayed about it, looked around, and then he directed me back to my own little eBay store. And the fact is, I had items that I posted. Back when I closed Coasters, I used eBay. And sold a Sound Choice library and a few things to get me tied it over till I got back into hosting karaoke. But I kept it, because every month I'd sell just enough to pay the subscription service, and I just kept it going. So it's fairly easy for me to get back on eBay. And there's a lot of information on eBay now that wasn't there before. You can do research online for products and see what sells, what doesn't sell. And pretty early on, when I considered going back to working with eBay, I realized that, it's been a plan of mine for a long time to eventually downsize and sell the stuff I have on eBay. But the fact is a lot of things, including the karaoke mic I just used, don't sell real fast. There's reasons for it. I mean, there's a lot of them out there and a lot of competition, and the reality is it'll take me a while. Maybe I'm hoping this Christmas I'll sell these karaoke mics. But eBay has got several phases. First, you call it eBay picking or reseller or whatever you want to call it, but there's 4 factors. And those 4 factors, one is sourcing, having something to sell. The second is you got to take pictures of it and so that you can put it in your listings. And then you make your listing, and then you got to fulfill the listing by shipping. Well, after 4 months, and that's what I've been doing the last 4 months is messing with that. The first thing I did, I had a bunch of these microphones. And so I thought, well, I'll sell those. Well, the fact is they didn't sell very fast. They sell, but not very fast. And I had bought those online from Hong Kong or somewhere like that. And I noticed that a lot of the big sellers on eBay using their tools were things like earbuds, like these. And there was some other items that I bought online that were selling, but reality again, I didn't sell many of them. The reason there's lots of competition. So I started looking and started watching the videos, and it seemed like the most successful eBayers were people that were selling clothes, used clothes. Well, Houston is a great source for that. There's a lot of good resale shops in Houston. Margaret, who is Mog, that's her nickname, that's why we named the store Mog's. One of her favorite things to do is go to a resale shop, buy clothes. Those who know her know she likes to dress like the cover on a model of a magazine and claim that she spent $10 on it. Well, she continued to do that. So one day when we were in a resale store with her watching, looking for her things, I just thought, well, I wonder, I don't know anything about clothes labels or anything like that, but I can tell when they're wore out or not. And I never bought much for myself in a resale shop because you couldn't find my size, something I like. It makes more time than it's worth. But I one day went in there with a bag. Well, she was doing her thing, and I just went through the racks, picking out stuff that looked like it wasn't worn out, in good condition. And to my own amazement, in about an hour and a half, I walked out of there with almost 100 pieces of clothes at a very low cost. And, of course, Margaret was griping at me the whole time, and I said, well, let's see if they'll sell. Well, we put them on eBay, and sure enough, they do sell. Well, I was confident that would probably happen because of what's on eBay. And the purpose of these this store and these videos will be to help people that want to get involved on eBay. And let me say this: there's really three reasons that you get on eBay. One is you have something that you want to sell, that's your own product. I have one of those over there called Magic Biz, and eBay is a good platform to sell it on. eBay gives you an easy way to do the shipping. It takes care of the taxes, and it's easy to access. Actually, now they've added a feature where you pay a little extra, and it goes to Google. And I've already experimented with that. Things I list you can find them on Google. In fact, in the past month or 2 months since I've been actively selling again, sold about 100 items, and almost 2/3 of those come from Google. They come through eBay, but they come from Google. So we started moving forward, and we settled on clothes. We decided to concentrate on clothes. We made candles. I made candles because I didn't want to buy stuff from China anymore. There's a whole story about that, and in the future I'll talk about that more. But I was looking for products that I could have basically endless supply of, and that were somewhat exclusive, and that's candles. But in the middle of the summer right now, those candles aren't selling very good. I made candles. We made candles with Mog. They're little votive candles, and we've got 65 cents. It's a good seller on eBay, but not in the middle of the summer. And so hopefully in the holidays, our candle business will pick up. One of the beauty parts of eBay, you're not restricted to any one kind of business. And something I've known for a long time, you don't need a full selection. You find an item that sells, you put it on eBay, and it'll sell. I sold my Sound Choice library really fast. I mean, it really sells fast. I think I've got 4 discs left out of hundreds of them. And, certain things will sell. And if you've got something you want to sell on eBay, it might just sell. If you're not familiar with eBay, I suggest you get an account. I like buying off of eBay. Much of my karaoke business, the items that I used in it, I bought off of eBay. And one good reason, solid reason to buy off of eBay, anything you buy from eBay, you can return for full credit. No reason necessary. As a seller, that's kind of a rough thing, because if you sell on eBay, you've got to be able to, you take it back. I mean, if they want to send it back, that's one reason I don't want to sell. I sold a lot of laser printers the last go around, about 5 or 6 years ago. I traded a lot of equipment in my bar for laser printers. And they sold. I sold them. But somebody don't like it, they can send it back. You got to pay the freight to bring it back. And so that changes the whole thing. So, we're selling used clothes is our primary thing on eBay. And if you buy something and you don't like it, you can send it back. And we have to pay the return. It's just that simple. So that's a good reason to buy. It's a cautious reason to sell. You better be a good seller. You better be willing to stand behind what you sell. And we're going to move forward with it. Now let's talk about numbers. Being an old salesman, I don't know when I finally realized it, but I spent much of that time as a salesman, also owning a small business and having salesmen that I employed. And I learned a long time ago, sales is always first, last, and always about numbers. The more calls you make, the more sales you make. The better salesman you are, the fewer calls you have to make a sale. But in the end, and I've managed salesmen over the years, the salesman that works the hardest usually is the top salesman. The best salesmen, very often, they're not really the top salesman because they get lazy. It's easy to sell. I don't know where I fall in that ballpark, but I've always been a hard worker and just do enough to sell. Well, with eBay, it's the same way. I'm going to see if I can turn this around where you can see one category, which is men's pre-owned shirts. I want to show you the screenshot here of that, and let's see if I can do that. If I keep making these videos, I'll learn how to edit them and splice them together like most people do, but I'm just going to move the camera around and okay, I'm back. I might be able to splice this together with the first video, and it might be a separate video, but what I'm showing you here is a screenshot of on eBay where I've researched men's shirts pre-owned. And what it tells me, if you look at it, it tells me that 106,000 $499.25 is the dollar volume of men's pre-owned shirts that have been sold on eBay in the last, I think this one is 90 days. And let's see, what did I do? I did 90 days on this one, I think. Yes, over the past 90 days. It tells me that there's 2,323 people selling those shirts. Most important number on there is the sell-through. Now, what sell-through is, it tells you out of the total listings on eBay what percentage of them sold, and it was 15%. That's a good sell-through rate. For a total sale of 4,965 sales, it also tells you what percentage sold free shipping and what percentage sold where the buyer paid the shipping. And it was 30% free shipping. I don't like free shipping. I'll tell you why that in another video. Average price of a pre-owned shirt on eBay was $21.45. Now that's average price per listing. Some of those listings are for single shirts, and some of them they'll bundle several shirts together the same size for one price. That's why the average is like that. But this information tells you that selling your pre-owned used shirts on eBay is not a bad deal. You're only going to sell 15% of them in a 90-day period. That's also what it tells you. So that gives you some numbers that you can use to guide. Now I'm going to switch it again, which means I'm probably going to lose it. Okay, well, I'm back. I don't know whether this will be the third video or whether I'll be able to splice them together. But what that information tells me, if you got a 15% of your listings sold in a 90-day period, it means that it's going to take a couple of years to sell all of it. And I know from experience that items listed 5 and 6 years ago are still selling today. The two that I had when I closed the quit listing on eBay 5 or 6 years ago, when I closed my bar, I had around 700 items on eBay at that time. When I started back up, there was 134. Most of those were Playboy magazines and comic books. And today, they're still selling. I had them on there at a fairly high price because they were in good condition. Actually, I had a pair of pants that was on there from that time that sold the other day after 6 years. So, I mean, the bottom line is eventually anything you put on eBay is probably going to sell if you're willing to negotiate the price. Now, there's a lot more to it than that. The eBay has an algorithm, can I even say the word right, that determines what they show. And I'm in the process of learning how that works better. But basically, if you list something every day, you're probably going to sell something every day. Currently, I have about 350 listings, and we're selling about average of 2 things a day. And that's our number. Now, the way that'll work is if you want to sell 10 things a day, which is what Margaret and my goal is, 10 things a day, and we want to average making around $10 a piece. That's $100 a day. You just start listing 10 things a day. Now, in the beginning, I mean, we're doing good now to get over $100 in a week. But the numbers will work out that whatever our percentage is, it may not be 15%. It might be, more realistically, it's probably closer to 5% a month, something like that. So it'll take 6, 8 months before we're selling the same amount that we're listing. And that's basically how we're looking at the numbers. The system we set up for ourselves, now we've got a house full of what people would call junk. We're going to work it in, and we're going to downsize our own estate through eBay. It's the most practical way to do it. And I'm 78 years old. Margaret's 66. We're living here in a 3,000 plus square foot house. And most of the reason we can't move is because we've got too much stuff. And fortunately, a lot of stuff that was junk a few years ago is vintage now. And on eBay, vintage sells pretty good. So we're going to be listing that. But we needed something to have a steady, regular income. And for now, that's going to be picking at Houston resale shops, concentrating on clothes. Now, why clothes? A lot of reasons I like clothes. One is you don't really have a lot of competition on the items. When you're selling karaoke microphones or earbuds or something like that, there's 100 other people selling something exactly the same, and it's a price war. It's hard to make any money with it. But with clothes, particularly when you buy them in a resale shop, you're really performing a service when you pick out good things, make sure they look good, you've inspected them, and then you price them fairly, but with a good profit margin in them. And so that's why I like clothes. The other reason I like clothes is the shipping. You can ship clothes in a poly bag, and most clothes weigh less than a pound, and so it goes first-class postage, which is the lowest shipping you can have in the United States. Most items will ship for around $5 or less, and you can ship them all the way across the United States. I decided, and we will play with these numbers as we go forward, whether to do free shipping or whether to include plus shipping, but I decided the lower price and $5 shipping is more reasonable to people than free shipping, and you guess at what the shipping's going to cost. I don't like free shipping. I'm selling these karaoke machines, some of them now, with free shipping. And I had one the other day. I've sold 4 of these little 8-inch karaoke machines in the last couple of months. Sold them for $65. So would sold them for about $45 out at the flea market. Well, the difference between $65 and $45 is the freight. It costs $20 to ship a karaoke machine across the country. Actually, I sold one the other day to Puerto Rico, and it's an interesting thing to learn. Puerto Rico is domestic mail, and up to a pound. I sold something just yesterday in Puerto Rico, and shipped it first-class postage, and it was $3.85 to ship it. But the karaoke machine, which weighed 8 pounds, was $100 to ship to Puerto Rico, because in Puerto Rico, it's first-class domestic mail up to a pound. Beyond that, it becomes international shipping. And it's just too costly. So shipping is a big thing with eBay, and we're learning about it. eBay has a good system to make it easy to do. And pretty much going forward, these videos will be going more in detail about some of the things we're doing. And, you know, the purpose of it, certainly you're welcome to go to our store and buy something if you like. We certainly welcome that. But the idea of these videos, is to help people that want to have the same experience we have selling on eBay. And so if you're interested in that, whether you want to just clean out your closets and a few things you have and get a little extra money, or whether you want to do it as a second sideline part-time income, or do it as we're going to do, we're going to supplement our retirement income with it. Margaret and I get Social Security, and Social Security, you know, it just don't have any extra. The 2 things I miss most from my karaoke, most important, I miss my friends, but second, I do miss the money. And fortunately, we made enough money with the karaoke to keep us going for a while until we could get another income stream, and hopefully that'll be this eBay store. And so my plan going forward is to make these videos, post them on YouTube, see if we can get another income stream going there, and we'll just see what happens. So give me comments, let me know how you feel, tell friends about it. The more people that watch this, the better it is for the YouTube stream. And tonight, Friday the 13th, August the 13th, I'll be at Ashford Pub with Nelson, help him get started hosting over there. I'm stated as his co-host, but I'm pretty much just going to support him and sing a few and visit with some of my friends. So I hope I see you there tonight. If not, let me know where you're singing karaoke these days, and I just might pop in. My plan is to pop into karaoke shows occasionally. I don't plan to go every night, don't plan to be a regular at any show, but I want to see my friends. There's literally hundreds of you out there, 125 of you like this page here. There's over 1,300 on my Facebook page, and I know a lot of people that don't have Facebook. So I miss you guys. I want to see you. Margaret will be with me tonight. Just have a good one. Thank you much.